Hello, all praise to Jesus Christ, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So I haven't made a video in a week or so. I think I've finished my testimony at the feeling I have. I've come full circle and I've finished it. And I don't have anything else to say, and I've been kind of lost this last week or so. And just been watching gaming videos and wasting time, basically. It's like I feel burnt out. It's like I've said everything and we've been going through the motions, I guess, trying to, like, it feels that way, trying to do my due diligence and make sure that I've covered everything, make sure that I haven't missed anything. I've sent my videos off to people, sent links off, got mostly ignored again, and abuse, and called a leftist a social justice warrior, which I find is pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Anyway, I feel like I've done it, and like I'm sort of sick of looking into things because just I'm not making any progress anymore. It's like I feel like I get it. Like it's about God's gonna come and save, Jesus is gonna come and save us, and that's what's gonna happen. And there's nothing I can do. I'm still trying to sort of keep on top of things because I think maybe there'll be something happen in the world, some big bit of proof that happens, and then it's like, oh look, people, here's this proof that here's the one thing that you need. Here's that one piece of evidence that's going to convince you of everything I've been saying. I'm hoping for that, and I'm just sort of realizing it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I mean, not until it's too late. And as soon as it's too late, I think people will be aware. And this is the thing that I was warning you about. Anyway, I have been watching a bit of stuff on chemtrails and the weather, and I did that video a little while ago about earthquakes, and I linked you to a channel on the Dutch since. And Mike Morales, I've been watching his channel a bit. Mike Morales, Morales, Mike Morales, and he's pretty good, I guess. But it's like with every new channel, I find I've got to go through the process. That's why I haven't really recommended that much on this YouTube channel, because you got to go through the process of watching a whole bunch of stuff and then eventually figuring out where they're coming from, and whether or not the information can be trusted and what the angle is. And this is why I haven't recommended too much, and I haven't really gone through. I'm yawning a lot. It's 1 in the morning. I guess I'm a bit tired. Yeah, I haven't gone through the process of checking some of the things, but that's what I've been looking into recently, just the weather modification and stuff going on. It's pretty intense in the world. There's a lot of earthquakes going on. But there's the other thing is, with weather, I haven't been following the weather all that closely, so now I'm looking at the weather, and I don't have a baseline. It's something that I've only just got into looking, so it looks pretty intense. What's going on, and I don't know. It's just another field of study. But one thing I have noticed with some of the stuff I've been looking at is people, and it's something I noticed in the past as well. There seems to be all these activist communities, and they're all about rising up and getting together and doing something. We've got to do something, and the reason why this is happening is because we haven't done anything. The community needs to get educated and do this, and we need to speak out. And to a certain extent, yeah, sure, get educated and spread word, but it's kind of a con, I think. Just the community needs to band together and do things. Nobody's doing anything. Why isn't anybody doing anything? It's like, well, okay, there are planes in there spraying things from the sky. Okay, go educate yourself on that topic, and it takes a while to figure out which is the truth and which is the lies, which is the real information and what's the disinformation, and then what are you going to do about it. And that's one issue. But if you want to devote yourself to that issue, okay, what are you going to do about it? I mean, there are a lot of people who know about it, and it hasn't been stopped. So what's the thing that you're going to do to stop this thing? And then why that thing? Why chemtrails? What about the pharmaceutical industry? What about, I don't know, 5G? What about this? What about that? Like how many issues are there in the world? Which hill are you gonna die on? You know, this idea in the truther community. Got to be an activist. Oh, I disagree. I disagree. Spread information, yes. Be an activist. What are you hoping to achieve? There's 1,000 issues that need to be worked on. Which hill are you gonna die on? And anyway, so I guess the point I wanted to make was it's not your fault. It's not your fault that these things are happening. All these activists, I think I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of us is controlled opposition. They give you a whole bunch of truth and then try to get you involved in working on that particular issue and just make you feel guilty and stuff like that. You don't need to feel guilty. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that the world is the way it is. There's nothing you could have done. There's nothing that you did wrong, and there's nothing you could have done. And yes, you should be educating yourself. You should be informed. You should choose to be informed rather than choosing to be ignorant. But, and spread the word, spread the truth. But you can easily get lost. And the truth is Jesus. The truth is the Bible. And if you go too far from that, everybody gets really concerned about these things. I mean, at the moment, that's one of the weird things of this last week. I felt like I finished my testimony. So now I'm like, well, what do I do next? I don't know. What other information can I put out there? I don't think there's anything that's really worthy of being put out. Like, I could go into these conspiracy topics. I could go into chemtrails and do some stuff on them. But what's the point? How's that going to help anybody? It's not going to help you be saved. It's just weather modification. It's been going on since the Second World War. How's it going to help you to know that and to know a lot about that? And how's it going to help anybody else? I mean, it's worth knowing. It's worth knowing that it's happening, I suppose. But it's not going to save you. So yeah, it's not your fault. If you ever watch anything, and normally it comes at the end, there'll be these catastrophic things that are pointed out to you. Probably a lot of truth involved. And like I watched a chemtrails one, Franken's Guys. It was a decent documentary, but at the end they put the pressure on hard. We've got to do something, and they put the music on. Rise up and do something. Got to do something. Everybody, let's get together and let's do something. We've got to do something. You have to do something. Let's do something about this problem. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about the problems. Don't worry about, don't feel guilty. And don't worry about any of these conspiracy issues too much. Like the word you should be spreading. I'm very, very yawny. I'm very, very yawny. The word you should be spreading is the word of God, not a word about chemtrails or anything else. It's just a distraction. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do at all. And yeah, I've been just trying to think about the people who are ignoring me, who I care about, and most people who are ignoring me, and then one in particular who's just been aggressive, as if I haven't known him my entire life, and now I'm a leftist chill, or whatever. It's weird. It's a weird situation. I'm thinking, what can I do? I've tried every single way, but it really comes down at the end of the day. It's your responsibility. I think it's another thing. I'm trying to get to that understanding. It's not my fault that these things are happening in the world. It's not my fault. Not that I'm perfect. Not that I couldn't have done more. Not that I couldn't have done better. But it's not my fault. It's not your fault either. And it's not my fault that other people are choosing to be ignorant and to fight the truth and to fight to be ignorant, willingly ignorant. It's not my fault. I mean, what can I do? I've done all this stuff that I've done. I've gone above and beyond the call of duty, really. As far as, I don't know about that. I've done more than most, let's say. And I've had other people, I've put aside my life to try and educate myself in order to help other people. Let's say it that way. And I'm not the best at all. I'm not the best. I have a lot of flaws. I'm a flawed human being. But there's a limit. There's a limit to what I can do. I can't take someone and I can take someone and I can show them things, but I can't get them to think. I can't do the work for them. There's a personal responsibility that comes in. And I haven't quite, for a long time, I guess like while I was making the videos and things, and before then, thinking, there's things I can do maybe to help other people to understand. And so I was doing those things. And it was just weird at the end of the last 101, the last video. And I was getting to the point where my brain was just getting fried. And like I can't think of anything else to do. What are things? Because I recognize that every single video I add to this channel just increases the amount of time it'll take people to watch them. And I realize that people aren't watching them. And maybe they won't even stay up anyway. And whatever. But my brain was just getting fried. Like I really scratched out what else can I do? What else can I possibly do? What other information? What haven't I covered yet? What do I need to do? And I finished it. It's done. My testimony's done, I think. I think it is. Like it definitely feels that way. It feels like it's done. And what can I do? What else can I do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything, and I don't think it's my fault. I don't think it is. And I don't know, like I struggle with that because I think, like I would hate to think that somebody else has not been saved because I didn't do the right thing. I didn't inform. But then there's also the other thing, have I pissed people off? Did I express myself badly? I don't know. But then it comes down to people have to take personal responsibility. And like it's not like I've not brought up that there are conspiracy related things going on, and you need to pay attention, and all of my life these people who are rejecting my message now have rejected it for years, and now we're at the end, and now people are going to reap what they've sowed. And I don't know, I feel weird, because sometimes I feel sad and I just want to cry, and other times I feel completely apathetic and I just don't care anymore. It's like you're choosing these people that I care about, but they're choosing to be ignorant. They're choosing what they're gonna get. They're choosing, and it's hard to maintain caring. But then I feel guilty about that. It's like I should care because I should love, but then it's like I have loved, and I don't know if that's how God feels. That's weird. But anyway, I wanted to make another video because I turned off all the comments on my other videos because I thought, okay, that's the end of my testimony. But then I thought I need to have another video because I'd like to have the comments open in case any of you do want to talk to me in any way, ask me questions or anything. So yeah, that can be this video. But yeah, don't feel guilty about what's going on in the world. It's way beyond you. There's nothing you could have done, even if you had been perfect your entire life, even if you'd been Jesus 2.0, you could, the end has been written to this story, and there's nothing you could have done. And the forces that we're up against can only be defeated by God, by Jesus. So put your faith in him. And we're close, I'm pretty sure, to the end. Just looking at things that are going on. The Q stuff, what's going on in the Q stuff? Because I've been trying to keep up with the Q stuff because I'm like, well, not many people have been following it in the way that I have. But there's nothing happening. The more that it goes on, I mean, there's things happening, but it's more like, it's just a distraction. It's just another distraction. It's just a way for people to... Well, it's not just a distraction because I think it's the beginning of the Antichrist system. But at this point, nothing is really happening. There's been no news to report. Things are happening, but they're not happening, if you know what I mean. And if you want something to watch, the thing to watch, I think, is just the weather. In that Dutch sense, for the earthquakes, and Mike Morales is decent for the weather, and just watch what's going on in the world, and a lot of earthquakes and things, and a lot of spraying and all the floods and things, and a lot of things that aren't being reported on the mainstream media but are happening. So it's happening. We're in the last days. My opinion is that we're in the last days. It's not just you There's plenty of evidence to suggest that on every front, basically. And the peace deal is in the deal of the century in Israel is supposedly going to get signed soon, or something's not signed soon. There's progress with that. Anyway, we're getting close. I think it might be a few more months at least. Might be a few more months. So, I mean, I don't know, but don't get upset if we're like don't set your internal don't set your hopes necessarily on it being the rapture being tomorrow or next week, because it might still be a few months. It might even stretch out. It could conceivably stretch out till next year. I don't think it will, personally, but it might. So keep holding on. We're close to the end. I would be extraordinarily surprised if we were still here in a year, but who knows? It's not that long, really, is it, in the grand scheme of things? So take it easy. I probably won't post any more videos. Who knows? Do what God wants, but this is probably it. I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty over it. I've got nothing else to say. I feel like personally in my walk, I've got to the point where I just don't care about. I don't want to know anything else at this stage. I don't want to know anything else until I go up. Like, I don't want any prophecies. I don't want any dreams. I don't want any visions. I want it to be a surprise when I go. I want everything to be a surprise. I want there to be basically a hard cut, I suppose, between this world or this life and the next, between down here and up there. I don't want to know what's going on up there anymore. I've searched, I've recognized, I think, in as much detail as I want, the boundaries of what I can know, and I just want it to be. I just want to basically chill out, and I don't know. I want to keep watching. I will keep watching, but like, I'm done. I'm pretty done with this world. So I can't see myself making too many more videos. If I do, probably this will be the last, because I'm not in the right headspace. I'm not in the right headspace, and I have nothing more to say. Trust in Jesus. Trust in the blessed hope, and only in Jesus. And don't worry if you're worried about anything that's going on in the world. I mean, it's worse than you can possibly imagine. So don't worry about it, because it's proof that Jesus is, like, the Bible is true and Jesus is coming. It's worse. There's more bad stuff going on. I don't mean to toot my own horn. Maybe this isn't something that's worth, like, it's a tooting your own horn type thing. But I've seen so much bad stuff. It's so bad. It's way worse than you can possibly imagine. The world, the state of the world, and what's going on. It's way worse. However bad you think it is, it's way worse than that. It's way worse. It's so bad. Which means that Jesus must be coming soon. And the veil will be lifted. And hopefully we won't see it. I'm kind of hoping just to forget about this world, honestly, at least for 7 years. And just hang out with some cool people. Hello, cool people. Hopefully we can just hang out with Jesus and eat some nice food, get fat on some nice food, drink some nice wine, look at some nice things, go on some long heavenly walks or something like that. That's what I'm hoping for. And then we have to come down, and I'm sure we'll have a good rest. We'll have a good rest, and we'll have a good party, and then we can come down and we can take care of this place. I'm hoping that none of you actually get to see some of the bad stuff that's going on. I hope that you never know. I mean, I don't know how it's going to work, but you don't need to look too deep. It's worse than you can possibly imagine. Jesus is coming soon. Don't worry about a particular date. Don't know the date, but don't expect to necessarily be out of here tomorrow or the next week. Could be months. Could be a year. I doubt it. I'm thinking months. But that's a guess. It's a guess. So, anyway, it's been fun doing the videos. I hope they've helped you. I hope that if I see you up there, give me a kiss, and yeah, take it easy, relax, don't be afraid. God is real, 100%. 100%. The Bible is true. 100% is true, and you do not need to worry about a thing. God is all powerful. He has you in the palm of his hand. You do not need to worry. You don't need to stress. Relax. Even though the world is terribly bad, you're okay. And if you're struggling right now with something, it'll be over soon. It's unpleasant. We're in an unpleasant situation. Take it easy. It's all good. Not that long to go. You've got maximum one birthday to go. Maximum one, I think. I don't think you'll be having 2 more birthdays. Very, very unlikely. So anyway, I'll see you when I see you. Take it easy. May Jesus bless you and keep you. Amen.